Hello, everyone, and welcome to Maritime Sports Cards. This is supposed to be break number 153, but unfortunately, at this time, we are not sold out. We're about 8 spots shy, so I'm going to sit for just a couple minutes to see if it does fill, and if not, we will have to push it to a future date. I do appreciate everyone that is here watching live with us at the moment, but as I said, if it's not sold out, we cannot proceed with the break. We will have to wait and push that off to a future date. I think we have 7 spots left, if I'm not mistaken, which is very odd. First time in our channel's history that we may have to push a break to a future date. Let's see, there's people watching live here. If you are here, do you say hello in chat? It's always nice to see who is following along. And as I said, we're not yet sold out, so we can't start the break yet. We will wait a few minutes to see if we do get it sold, and then we can start. And if not, we will have to push the break to a future date. Hey, Casey, how you doing? Happy Thursday to you, too. I'm keeping an eye on orders that may be coming in. Yeah, it looks like we're still at 7 spots left. Looks like about 7 here, Jim. Yeah, Aubrey is very strange. Like I said, this is the first time in the channel's history that I can remember where we did not sell out ahead of break time, which is very, very odd. Although I do appreciate that everybody is in a situation where we're not sure what's happening with our economy and everything going on with the U.S.-American relations, our dollar, the tariffs. Perhaps there's some people maybe hanging on and not spending money on breaks, which I completely understand, and that may, in fact, be what's going on. I do see a few people saying, hey, I'll take some spots. That's fantastic. Just hop on the site, go ahead and grab some spots. Like I said, I'll wait here for a few minutes. We'll see if we can get those final spots sold. And yeah, rock exactly with this product in the break. In fact, all the products here tonight, I think, are some really nice products. I was really excited about this break, and hopefully we'll get it off the ground because this is one heck of a product. If you haven't seen some of the other channels that are opening the product, or if you haven't had a chance to see it yourself, Premier is always a fun product to open. It is a boomer bust product. I'm not going to lie about that. However, I will say, bang for your buck, I think it's probably one of the best products on the market. The cards, they rival the cup for a third of the price, and yeah, just some really good potential. So yeah, I am monitoring to see orders coming in. If you are taking some orders, that's fantastic. I do appreciate that. See if we can get this thing off the ground. Looks like we're down to 5 spots left. Thank you, Jay, for grabbing 2 spots, and we got Lawrence grabbed an extra spot as well. Thank you for that. I'll get those marked in here. So we got Jay and Lawrence. Thank you very much. Oh, down to 3 spots now. Got another order coming in from Peter. Thank you, Peter. Grabbing a couple spots there. Looks like we are down to 3 spots left. So we'll wait just a couple more minutes here and we'll see how things go. Sorry, just doing some organizing here. Wasn't sure if it was going to get off the ground here tonight or not, which I said is very strange. We've been very successful. We got a great community, and thanks to all of you for being part of that. Peter's down for a couple. And there was somebody else in chat. So SH1MB Bob for way. I'm not sure who that is. if you're not familiar with where to get a spot, you just go to maritimesportscards.com and click on break number 153. You can purchase your spots there. Oh, we got Rock here as well. Hey, Rock, how you doing? Jason? Brian as well. Oh, Brian says he'll take another spot. I haven't seen yours come through yet, Brian, but I'll wait for that to come through. That would be awesome. Thank you very much. Oh, here we go. A couple more orders just pinged in. Got Jim and Brian. Perfect. That's two more. I think that means we're down to like one spot. Let's get you in here. And looks like we are now sold out. Thank you very much, everyone, for stepping up and coming to the plate. We got Lauren Denny just filled the last spot. That gets us, I believe, sold out. Let's double check here. We are, in fact, sold out again. Thank you very much for that. That's awesome. Thanks, Lawrence. Yeah, that name's hard to pronounce, but I'll get you there with Lawrence. So give me just 2 seconds while I rearrange some things here and we can get the break off the ground again. Thank you so much, everyone, for stepping up and making this a reality here tonight. Would have been a shame to have our very first break being pushed off. I don't even know. I think, actually, you know what? We might have had one in our first 2 or 3 weeks when I first started, but I don't even know if we did. I think we might have just moved it by a day. But just give me 2 seconds here. Just got to get everyone's names in place, and then away we go. I think I got everyone here. Perfect. Let me get over to our randomized screen. I'll get everybody up in there. All right, so here we are in our randomized screen. Just everyone, if you don't mind, take a real quick look and see if you are missing your name before I hit the randomized buttons. But I think I got everybody in that put their orders at the last second. And again, thank you very much. What an awesome community for you guys grabbing up those extra spots and getting this thing off the ground. Before I hit randomize, want to see if there's any comments in the chat there. Did I get all the names in there properly? We did have some orders coming in there at the last second, but I think I got them all in. Give that 30 seconds, and if nobody is missing anything, I will hit the randomize button, and we're going to kick this thing off. All right, I'm not hearing any objections. So the way we do it on our breaks is we randomize each list 3 times. So I'll do the names of the teams 3 times, names of the participants. We'll get you all matched up. There is Chicago in play tonight, by the way. Chicago is back in the mix tonight. Yep, absolutely. Hey, here we go. There's 1, 2, and 3 times on the left-hand side, and 1, 2, and 3 times on the right-hand side. I'll leave that up for just a moment. If anybody wants to do any trades, of course, you can certainly do that. I'm going to throw up the time for trades. The way that works is just need both parties to agree live in YouTube chat. So as long as both parties agree to the trade, we'll go ahead and make that switch. Otherwise, we stick with whatever's on the screen. So we threw Chicago back in the mix tonight because really the only product that could possibly have Chicago as premier, and the likelihood of 2 Bedards in one product is pretty slim. So I left Chicago in the mix for tonight, an extra spot. products tonight, of course, are Premier 23-24. We've got Ice from 22-23, Artifacts from this year, 24-25, and then both Series 1 and Series 2 from this year as well. Got a couple people willing to do some trades. We got Matt McMars, saying he'd be willing to trade St. Louis for Toronto. Rock's offering up the Rangers. If anybody's looking for any of those teams. Oh, possible trade here. Rangers for the Kings. Casey's offering up the Kings for the Rangers. Rock, if you're interested in that, as long as you both agree, I can make that change. Oh, and Peter got his Habs. He's excited. Jason M says Ottawa is open, as well as the Golden Knights or Ducks are open for some trade. Okay, just going to give that about another 60 seconds or so while you guys are doing that. I'm just going to grab a real quick drink of water. I'll be right back. Rock says, yes, Rangers for Kings. He's in. Okay, we got an agreed trade. Good stuff. So Rock and Casey made a trade. Rangers for Kings. Okay, so we have Rangers for Kings in the books. I don't see any other trades that are transpiring. Just Rangers and Kings. Oh, Peter's got Carolina available. Okay. All right. No more trades then. I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff all into graphic format, and then we'll get on with the break. So just give me 2 seconds while I cut and paste this stuff into picture format. And then I do have the one trade, Kings for Rangers. So we got Casey. All right, here we go. All right, so I got our teams up there on the screen. Everyone take a quick look there. I'll leave that up for just a couple minutes so everyone can see it in a larger format. Then I'll throw the teams in the upper right-hand corner, and we are going to crack on with this break. And yes, Aubrey, there is a lot, or seemingly a lot of Buffalo cards in Premier this year. I've opened 2 boxes myself, and both had some Buffalo cards in them. Some nice ones, actually. Actually, here, while we're waiting, just going to pull that team down just 1 second. I hit that one for myself earlier today. A nice Devin Levi. rookie auto patch, 2-color. Nice looking card. I opened up a box for myself earlier today, and I got this one. All right, let's get those teams in the upper right-hand corner. And away we go. So like I said, tonight we have a 6-box break. Of course, the capstone is going to be Premier 23-24. Brand new release. Just came out yesterday. Like I said, a little bit of a boom or bust product. I liken it to the Cup in terms of overall quality, possible hits. You get the patches, memorabilia, the autographs. Great product for a third of the price of the Cup, even with the Bedard tax. We are going to do a little bit of a throwback in one of them tonight, 22-23 Ice. Great product, actually. I do like a lot of the Ice product. Artifacts. As you've heard me say many times in my breaks, I do really appreciate Artifacts for all of the variability of stuff that you can get in it, and for a relatively reasonable price. This is a really nice product too. Of course, we have Series 1 from 24-25. Lane Hudson, of course, the big chase there in terms of Young Guns. And then Series 2. So we got 24-25 Series 2. This is Mitchkoff and Celebrini, the big chases in that one. So we're going to start with a Series 2 tonight. And then we'll go through. If you are watching here live, just like all the rest of the breaks, we do have prize giveaways that we do throughout the break with no purchase necessary. Just got to be watching here live on YouTube. And we're happy to give those away to you. So good luck, everybody. Off to the races. Box number 1, 24-25 Series 2. 12 packs per box, 12 cards per pack. With typically 3 hit cards in every pack. Or 3 inserts, pardon me, I shouldn't say hits, 3 inserts. All right. There we go. Like I said, Series 2, we're looking for Mitchkoff, we're looking for Celebrini, as well as many other inserts and hits. We got a Liam Ogren on a portrait. So we have our first Young Gun, and it is Noah Philp, Edmonton Oilers. The welcome aboard, the cheeseball insert that is growing on me. Josh Doan, welcome aboard. I did see an interview with the gentleman from Upper Deck who was responsible for Series 2, and admittedly he said he was going for cheese with that insert. He said it was back to the Love Boat, although if you read the descriptions in the Upper Deck websites, it quotes Gilligan's Island. Now, I don't know that Gilligan's Island fits with that as much as Love Boat. Okay, we got a Ooh La La Speckle Parallel, Vasilevsky. Another Young Gun. Macklin Celebrini. There he is, boys and girls. We hit Macklin Celebrini. There we go. Sweet. To get that put into a one-touch. That's what we're searching for. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the second Macklin Celebrini from this case. If I'm not mistaken. That in the one touch. There we go. Congratulations to whoever has San Jose. Nice hit there. And then in behind that, we got Electricity and some base. Who's got San Jose? Looks like Michael B. At least that's what I think it says. Very small on my screen, so if I've read that wrong, I do apologize. We usually have a Malcolm B that sometimes participates too, so it might be that. And again, like I said, it's very small on my screen, so I can't see it. Oh, we got a canvas. Canvas Young Gun. Prish Popov. Nice. And a renewed Young Gun, Jason Robertson. And in behind that, on tour with the Buffalo Sabres. Actually, one of the inserts that I'm really enjoying this year, the old concert tour poster with all the away dates on the back. Quite clever, actually. I do like that one. These are also a favorite of most. Young Guns renewed. And then we got a Canvas Young Gun, which will be a bonus Young Gun. Does not count towards the 6 per box average. So the Canvas Young Gun would be an extra hit. Canvas regular there, Boone Jenner. Another Young Guns renewed. Sorokin should get 3 Young Guns renewed per box. Another on tour. Bang for your puck, Pellich. Isaac Poulter on the Young Gun, and in behind that, Electricity. And if you haven't been following along, the cityscape that you see on the card is from the city of the team that's represented. So you can see the St. Louis Arch there. That's the skyline for St. Louis. That's 2 Young Guns. Looks like we got a on a heater. Yep, on a heater, Wyatt Johnson. Another Young Gun. Oscar Back. Cityscape of Jared McMahon. Now, if you haven't seen the black parallels of these, they're actually quite sharp. I hope we'll hit one tonight. They're actually really nice looking. Portrait coming up of, oh, we got a canvas first, Jonathan Huberdeau. Portrait of Quinn Hughes. And an Ooh La La of Bennington. Just over halfway, box number 1 here. We got Bang for Your Puck. Another Young Gun there, Samuel Honzik. And a Connor McDavid playlist. These are actually kind of cool. I do like the look of these. You got to see them in person, though, to really appreciate the almost 3-dimensional look there of the lava in behind. But cool inserts. Well, that's 4 Young Guns. Should have hopefully 2 more. We got 4 packs left, so should have at least one in every other pack, maybe. I think we got a canvas there of Boho Rhett on tour, Utah. And we got a Will Smith, another hot rookie. His rookie card, his Young Guns, won't be until extended. Although, oddly enough, his canvas Young Gun is in Series 2. Which is kind of strange. Normally, the canvas Young Gun comes the series after the Young Gun, but not always. We'll get a pop count 500 of Maverick Bork. There's a good name to hit on a pop count, short pop count. Maverick Bork, of course, one of the top rookies from Series 1. We got Cale Makar on the Dazzler. And we got a William Nylander, one of the nice Young Guns renewed. Get that pop count sleeved up. Turned out to be quite the box. 2 packs left. We got an outburst coming. Oh, it's a, oh, it looks like, is that a Young Gun? That might be a Young Gun outburst. Oh, it is too. A Celebrini Michkov Silver Outburst checklist. Wow. So the way that'll work is at the end we will randomize between San Jose and Philadelphia for the 2 participants that have those teams, assuming it's not the same person. Philly looks like Josh D. No, they're not the same person. So we will randomize at the end between those 2 participants. Beauty hit there. Oh, and another Young Gun right behind that, Prish Popov. And then an Ooh La La of Lindgren. What a box, man. Definite good start here. We got 1 more pack left. We have hit all of our Young Guns so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, we haven't. No, we haven't even hit all our Young Guns. There should be 1 more Young Gun still. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I only see 5 Young Guns here. Hopefully, we'll get 1 more here. black and white canvas of Charlie McAvoy. On a heater, speckle version of Robert Thomas, and in behind that, no, I guess we don't have another young gun. Did I miscount, or did we only get 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Celebrini 5. We did get the canvas, and we got the Outburst checklist. Neither of those count towards the young guns, unless, did I miss one here? Maybe I just didn't sleeve it. That's the base. Nope, we only got 5. Not going to complain though. Geez, we got a Celebrini, and then we got the Outburst checklist. Definitely not complaining about being shorted 1 young gun. Beauty box to start with, that's for sure. Get some of this set aside. We'll hit into, I think we'll do Series 1 next. Just going to double check that I didn't mix one in with the base cards here, although I will definitely, as I go through it later, have a look. If you are in the Greater Moncton area, do you want to make mention that we do have a card show coming up this Saturday? So this Saturday we got a card show at 84 Broadway Street in Moncton, New Brunswick. It's at the Knights of Columbus building. It is a 2-level building, so there's an upstairs, downstairs. Lots of vendors. I'd say somewhere between 50 and 70-ish vendors. I'm going to actually count this time because every time I do this, I don't know exactly how many. So I will find out exactly how many vendors for the next time I talk about it. But it is a good show. It's got a good selection of older, newer, trying to fill a set, young guns, whatever it is you're looking for. You can probably find it here. It's definitely worth the trek. I will put a bunch of today's stuff together and make sure I bring it to the show. So if I think that you're within driving distance of the show, I'll bring it there. If you're not there, then I'll pop it in the mail Saturday afternoon. You'll get it, of course, when it comes in the mail. All right, what did I say we're going to do? Series 1. Take a couple of those down, but we'll leave up the Celebrini and the checklist. Also, for those that are in the Calgary area, if you look at the ticker at the bottom, I do believe there's a show in Calgary this weekend as well, also on Saturday. I've never been to that one, although I did visit Calgary a few weeks back and talk to the show organizer. I went to the shop where he's based out of, and it sounds like it's actually a pretty big show. So if you're in Calgary, you might want to check that one out. And if you do, let me know how it was. Let me know if the show was good or not. Surfcat saying the checklist probably counts as a young gun. I would imagine, I guess it does, but usually when it's an outburst, it doesn't. Like I said, not complaining. Can't complain about only getting 5 young guns in a box like that. All right, Series 1, same format. Lots of base cards with 3 inserts in the center with 6 young guns on average. And hey, we got our first Connor Bedard, and it is a speckle version. The way that we're going to do these, I'm going to do a left-right randomization at the end. And whatever team is on the side. So if we randomize and we get right side, for example, then whoever has Detroit is getting this card. We're not going to randomize for each one of these. It's just too time consuming. And another Connor Bedard. Geez, back-to-back Connor Bedards. So we got the Gaming Co-op and the Gaming PvP. Of course, the Bedard card market has cooled off a little bit, which is a bit not unsurprising. I mean, it did get off a little bit, maybe too hot. But I think people are writing Bedard off already, which is an absolute mistake. Do not dump your Bedard stuff, in my opinion. Again, I am not a financial advisor. Take my advice for any of that kind of stuff. However, the guy is still close to a point a game on an absolutely horrific team. And you look at all the talent. Look at Sidney Crosby. I think he and Sidney Crosby are the only players to hit, what was it? I read the stat the other day. Crosby and Bedard are the only 2 to hit the stat before the age of 20. So like I said, don't throw Bedard out with the bathwater yet. Here we got Aimbots, Kaprizov, There's our first young gun, Luca Del Belvaluz. And then behind that, we got a City Satellites of Panarin. Yeah, Casey and Aubrey are both based out of the Calgary area, so hopefully you guys do pop by that show and let me know how it is. I think it sounds like it's pretty big. I think the organizers said they had 100 plus vendors at the last one. So I got to think with 100 vendors, you're going to find something that you're after. Another Chicago player there, Jonathan Toews on the Young Guns Renewed. Owen Zellweger, one of the top chases from Series 1, so there's a nice hit. Going out to Anaheim, and then we've got a portrait in behind that. We'll do our first giveaway after this box, and again, you just got to be watching here live. You just no purchase necessary. So if you are watching, you are able to participate in the draw. And if you win, I'll send out the prizes to you at no charge. Canvas of Buchnevich. Young Guns Renewed of Carey Price. There's a nice hit. Going up from Montreal, and in behind that, Jacques St. Ivany on our Young Gun. I do have I'd say quite a few of the Young Guns Renewed that I'll have at the show this weekend if you're trying to fill your set of Young Guns Renewed. I also am bringing a ton, I mean a ton, of base cards. If you're around the show and you're participating in the breaks and you want a set of base cards, please just ask. I've got quite a few of them. Of course, if you have kids, I'll give those away. No problem to the kids as well. But I will definitely set some aside for you guys as well. We got a speckle there, A-lines for the Sharks. We got a Gaming XP Hedman and a Checkpoint Kotkaniemi. Doug's asking who you got. Oh, geez, yeah, let me just put the teams up in the upper right corner there for you. Should be able to check that out, Doug. Breaking news of Joey Decord. Roman Yossi on the XP and Shesterkin on the portrait. Draisaitl, Gaming Field of View. Charlie Coyle with his puppy. Cute dog. And Graham Clark on our Young Gun. That's 4 Young Guns. Should have 2 left. I think we got, 5 packs left. Canvas, Bobby Fabry. Breaking news, Okposo, and a Gaming PVV with Wilson and Sebastian Aho. We got an outburst of Alex Leon, Detroit. Austin Matthews on the Field of View. He's been struggling of late, Austin. I'd like to see him pick it up before the playoffs. Although he's got a bunch of goals lately, but he seems like he's just struggling out there on the ice. Oh, we got a gold aimbots? I've never seen one of these. Set that down for a second. We might have a Young Gun behind it too. Oh, we do. We got a Go Chase Dankoven checklist. Is this numbered? It is numbered. 8 of 10. Mark Scheifele on the aimbots. Wow, that's a nice hit for Winnipeg. I dig the look of that. That's really cool compared to the light blue. Trying to rifle through the base here to find an aimbots. Well, we have a speckle version, which doesn't really do it justice because it's got all the speckle over the goalie. Man, that's a nice looking card. Sorry, sometimes you just gotta pause. You gotta admire a card. May not be massive value. I don't know. I've never, like I said, I've never seen a gold one. 8 of 10. Beauty hit there. And then right behind that, we got the Young Guns checklist. That's Cutter Gauthier and Stan Coven. Two of the chases from Series 1 outside of Lane Hudson. In fact, Lane Hudson wasn't even supposed to necessarily be a chase. He had some hype coming in, but boy, did he just turn it on at the beginning of the season, and then it just took off from there. Definitely on pace for potential Rookie of the Year. As is Dustin Wolf. I'm giving him a real shot at that. All right, we got Jonathan Huberdeau, and we should have a Young Gun right in behind that. We do, and Sam Colangelo, and then an aimbot. So there's a regular aimbot, and there's the gold. And so the gold is sharp. Wow, that's a beauty card. I'm gonna have to talk to Josh about that one. Josh D. Last pack here, Series 1. There he is, Dustin Wolf. Got William Eklund on the Dazzler. Canvas, Barbashev, and a Gaming Co-op to finish us off from box 1. Wow, just another great looking box. Said box number 1 was really good, and then we got some nice stuff here in box number 2 as well. Got some big names too in our Young Guns renewed, which is always nice. Take the checklist down. Leave that. I'm gonna leave that gold aimbots up. That's a pretty cool card. All right, let's do our first draw of the night. Let me just make sure this is working. I think it should be. All right, so I thought with all of the elbows up, with all the Canadian pride, we'd go with some players that have played with Team Canada or will play with Team Canada. We got a Joshua Waugh card here, 2021 5th round pick, 150th overall with Montreal. He's obviously been seeing some time with them. Got Mason McTavish, who's captain of Team Canada there, the juniors, and we got TJ Ginla, who just got drafted recently and should be making some appearances soon. So this is our very first prize pack. All you got to do, ! join in chat, and you're entered to win. No purchase necessary. If you win and you're not taking part in the break, no problem. I'll pack those up for you and send them out to you at no charge. Oh, it's not working. Hold on a sec. Don't know why it's not working. It should be. That's strange. Still not working. Give me one sec while I mess around with the... It's definitely not showing any entries, but it should be. Oh, we got some entries. All right, everyone do ! join. I do see one entry, so something I might have fixed it when I hit a reset button there. There we go. It's working now. Okay, so if you haven't, and even if you've done it, if you do it twice, it won't matter. Just do ! join. We'll get you all entered. Sorry for the hiccup there. So just while we're waiting for everyone to enter, a little bit of a public service announcement. Top loaders, standard sized and other sized top loaders are in short supply right now. Apparently, they come from China, and I guess typically they send over container loads to the distributors, and the distributors, of course, will then send them to the hobby shops. And it's my understanding that the shipments either came delayed or light, or I don't know what, but many hobby shops are actually struggling to keep top loaders in stock right now. So if you're in need of top loaders, you might want to see if you can find some, because it might be a few weeks to a month or so before they're going to show up again. Already seeing the effects on eBay, seeing like $12 for a pack of top loaders on eBay. And in most hobby shops, they're sitting at around somewhere around $6 or so for a standard top loader pack. So just keep that in mind. That if you have a bunch of cards that need some, you might want to visit your local hobby shop, grab a couple of packs of top loaders to tide yourself over. All right, so we've got 15 people entered so far. If you're not sure if your entry took or not, just go ahead and do exclamation point join again. It won't enter you twice. And then I'll give it about another 30 seconds, and then we'll draw our first winner, which is some of our top rookies in the NHL that are coming in that, you know, they're CHL days. Then after that, I think we'll do ice next. It's a product I haven't opened in a little while, and I do enjoy ice. I did not enjoy the horizontal cards in the 23-24 ice, although I did appreciate the rest of the inserts. It was awesome. I just didn't like the base cards being horizontal. I don't know what they're going to do for 24-25. I hope they go back to a portrait instead of landscape style, but I don't know yet. I haven't seen the preview. Okay, no more entries. Let's select our very first winner, and it is Ryan Laird. Congratulations, Ryan. I don't think you're in the break, Ryan, so you're just going to have to get in touch with me. If you want to send me an email to info@maritimesportscards.com, or if you're on Facebook, you can go to Maritime Sports Cards there, send me a message. Just give me your address, and I will send those cards out to you again at no charge whatsoever. Or if you're in the area and going to be at the show, let me know, and I can put them aside for you there as well. Congratulations to Ryan. Go. Goes aside for Ryan. Great. All right, on to ice. Team's back up in the right-hand corner. This is 22-23 ice, and I gotta be honest, I don't even remember. I don't remember what the big chase was in this one. I'm gonna have to say, would that have been? I imagine Caulfield would be in here, right? Ovi on the front, of course, creeping up on Gretzky's record. He's gonna do it. He's got to do it, I would think. What are they? 14 games left? 13, 14 games, I think. Okay, and in this box we got 6 cards per pack, 12 packs per box. It does say collect 1 autograph or memorabilia card per box on average. So it's an either or, not necessarily going to get both. All right, here we go. The Glacial Graphs autograph cards, yes. So there's our base. Sam Bennett, Foligno, Hurdle, and here we got our first rookie, to Ratty. And behind that, we got a Sub-Zero Brady Tkachuk. Decoy, and then in behind that, our rookie is Mover. So hopefully, Ryan, you heard what needs to happen there to get those cards. We got our base here. We got a Riot Johnson rookie. Oh, we got a die cut in behind, and it is Ice Crystals of Brock Nelson. Of course, one of the big baits during the trade deadline. And there's our rookie there from the Coyotes. I'm going to set that ice crystal in here so we don't damage it. Not nearly as difficult as those market mover cards from EX2000. Those were really hard to sleeve up. If you haven't seen my review of EX2000 on the Facebook page, you may want to check that out before you consider buying any of that product. I really like the cards. The design is really neat. Some of the die cuts are really cool. The quality control, unfortunately, is just not there on that product. And unfortunately, there's just not enough hits in the box to warrant the price. I think if the price cut, well, the price is going to come down. I was at a hobby shop in Halifax actually yesterday and was chatting with the owner at that shop, and he said he might have to give them away. I think he told me his cost was like, don't quote me on this, was like 270 or 75 bucks on the box. And right now he's selling them at 150 bucks, and he still can't get rid of them, which is a shame because that had some merit. It had potential. Anyway, off that soapbox, like I said, if you haven't seen my review, head to Facebook, take a look at it. It may be for you at the right price point. Like I said, there's some interesting cards in there. I just think for the quality control, it's probably priced a little high. All right, we got an interesting card coming up right after this. What is this? Oh, you know what? That could be. I'm going to set that down. That might be our auto. That might be the auto. Victor Hedman, Matthews, Patrick Kane, and behind that, Timo Meyer. And we got, a cool cuts of Connor McDavid. Those are neat. I like those. And our rookie in behind is Marco Rossi. There you can see it with the background. Neat looking card. And like I said, there's our rookie, Marco Rossi. Yeah, I think, Aubrey, everyone was pretty shocked at how expensive EX2000 was. Although, if you look at those cards, those are expensive cards to make. No question, though, there's a Bedard tax on top of that. But those cards, if you look at them, they're pretty intricate. Multiple layers, die cuts, they're clear cut. They're expensive cards to produce. There's no question there. So I understood that it would be a pricey product. But the quality control wasn't there. And like I said, they did put a Bedard tax on it. There's no question there was. All right, Scheifele. And in behind that, we got nice. We got a orange rookie parallel of Poulin. I don't think those are numbered. No, they're not. And Lucas Dostal. All right, that was the potential auto. I'm like, why is that base go? Why is that card sitting there? Pack did not want to open. Go. Another die cut coming up. Crosby. We'll take Crosby all day long. And in behind that, Dylan Guenther on a rookie ice crystals. And our rookie card is Fagemo. I think this year they the snowmen were a nice touch in the insert. So the die cut was a snowman. These are cool too. I like the look of these ice crystals. The snowmans were kind of neat. My goodness. So these are just not ripping. That JVR. Oh. What is that? All right, we have a rookie. Is this our auto? Nope, but it's a really nice looking Dylan Guenther card. Wow, that is sweet. That is one heck of a brick. Look at that thing. Wow. What a nice looking card. Numbered 179 to 349. Nice hit going out to Arizona. That's just a beautiful looking card. So anytime you get those thick cards, always put a little slit in your sleeves so you don't catch the edges and corners. Put it in and it should slide right in there without catching your corners. Geez, that's like a, I don't even know if I have one. That looks like it's a it's even bigger than a 260. Give me 1 sec here. I gotta see if I've got a 360. Yeah, I do. Might be a 300 though. Yeah, that's too big. Give me a sec. Told you, top loaders are in short supply. Do I have a 3? I don't have one. I'm gonna have to go out and look for one tomorrow. It looks like this is a 300. So I'll set that aside. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it in here just to make sure it's safe. And then I'll swap that out for the proper size tomorrow. Nice hit for Arizona. Oh, Shifley, Lauco. What's that? Upside down. Oh, it's a Matty Beniers. See, yeah, Kraken. Oh, it's up backwards as well. So we have a clear cut Matty Beniers Premiers number 86 of 299. That's a sweet looking card as well. The snowflakes actually sort of move a little bit, almost like a hologram, sort of. I don't know if that's showing on camera, or maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. No, it's moving. Definitely moves with the light. That's a cool card. Going up to Seattle. Like I said, I like Ice. They got some really neat cards in their set. Oh, and who is our rookie? Our rookie was Mad Sogard. 4 packs left, plus the one that I've set aside here. So far, pretty impressed with the box. Chelly. There we go. Jacob Markstrom, who got traded away. And I think Calgary got the better of it, right? Dustin Wolf, I think, a much better goaltender overall. Patrick Laine. Oh, another upside down. Probably the same as that, just different parallel. Take a look at our rookie in the back, Sandberg. Decoy, and we'll just flip that over. Whoa, there we go. We got Philip Hollander. This one's a green, so this one's numbered to 599. Oh, it's got a different pattern as well. Let me grab that decoy back. Nope, doesn't really show the pattern well there. It's a different pattern than that one over there. The Beniers. The Beniers has kind of snowflake likes, and this one has more like just I don't know what you call that. Anyway, different patterns. So numbered to 299. This one here, the Beniers, is much more short print than this one, which is 599. Neat cards. I do like them. Put the Beniers over there. 2 packs left, plus our potential auto card. Potential. Or memorabilia. Gensel. Jonathan Toews. Kreider. And Jack-Eye rookie. Thatcher Demko. Ice Crystals of Jason Robertson. Our rookie, Dylan Holloway. Man, let's see what's underneath there. Haven't seen a auto or memorabilia card yet. And the box does say, on average, should get at least one. And it appears to me like that card there might be. So what do we got in the back? We got Hollander as our rookie. So decoy. And looks like it's this direction. Yes, it is. Trey Fix-Walensky, Premier's jersey. These are nice cards. They've got an acetate finish on them. Super slick. Gorgeous looking card. There we go. Box of ice in the books. I'd say our big hit was probably this one. Dylan Gunther's a little bit better rookie name than Travis Walensky. Short print to 349. Absolute brick of a card. Beautiful looking card too. We got our Matty Veneers, our short print over here. We had a short print as well of Hollander, and then of course our Travis Walensky on our Premier's jerseys. Nice acetate finish card. I think whoever's getting that, you'll be happy with it. It's a beautiful looking card. Okay, we'll do another box here of Series 2. Actually, let's do another draw. See if I can get that to work here. I think I can get that to... And again, sticking with the elbows up and Team Canada stuff. Doing a draw for none other than Dylan Gunther. I did not plan that. I really didn't. You know, big pull from ice. And here we go on the giveaway. Got a Dylan Gunther card. I got a Cole Perfetti. And in behind them, Mason McTavish. So we got 3 cards in this prize pack going out to whoever wins this one. Just do exclamation point join. That'll enter you into the draw. Again, no purchase necessary if you're the winner. I'll get them shipped out to you at no charge to you. It's just something we do in our breaks to keep it interesting so that if you are watching here, following along live, you got something to look forward to. Other than the entertainment that I may or may not be bringing for you. Maybe just while we're doing that, I will remind everybody again, got a card show coming up this coming Saturday here in the Greater Moncton area. Not sponsored, but I am a vendor. So if you are in the area, I'd love to see you. Come on and stop by the booth. Please introduce yourself. Let me know you're in the breaks. And as I said, if I've got some base cards for you, happy to give them to you. I've got a bunch of sets all made up. I got a buddy who I think's got some serious OCD. And he loves just sorting out base cards. So I'm happy to give them to him. He puts them in sets. And then I'll bring them by the show. I do try to give them away to kids first. But if you're there and you're taking part in the breaks, by all means, if you want a base set, please ask. There was a couple people asked me about shipping base cards to them. I haven't looked into that yet. I do apologize. I got to go check with Canada Post. I think that's going to be what they consider a small parcel and probably has to go into their... like a one-size box, and I think those are about $20-ish plus tax. So it may or may not be worth it to you for me to ship you a set of base cards. Okay, how many entries we got here? We got 17. We got 20 some odd people watching, so not everyone's entered, but that's cool. If you don't want to join, if you don't want to enter, you don't have to. If you are enjoying the content, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as well as the like button. It does certainly help out with the YouTube algorithms, helps push my channel to more viewers. And I would certainly appreciate that. As always, you guys are an amazing community. Showed up again tonight. Like I said, we were a couple of spots shy at getting this break off the ground, and you guys stepped right up, and I do appreciate that very much. Okay, no more entries. Our winner is Jay Hollister. Congratulations, Jay. I'll stick those with your cards. I do know you're in the break tonight, so I'll put those with yours. I know, Jay, you've stopped by the show from time to time. Are you planning to come out this Saturday? If you are, I'll bring them with me. If not, I'll ship them out. It's not a problem. Okay, on to another box here of Series 2. Hit the Celebrini in the first box. What can we hit here in the second? Also, I have said in the past couple of breaks, because I was listening to an interview with one of the gentlemen from Upper Deck who confirmed there is no such thing as a case hit in the flagship. So when you're hearing people say, oh, I got the case hit, no, you didn't. There is no case hit in the flagship. There are case hits in many Upper Deck products, but not in Flagship. They basically do everything at the box level. So you can get a box hit, you know, like a really rare card that's in a box, but it's not defined by what case it's in. Yeah, no problem, Jay, whatsoever. I'll definitely get that out to you. Hey, Peter, thanks for dropping by. I'll definitely bring your, I think you're planning to come to the show, Peter. I'll bring your cards with me. Again, thanks for stepping up, grabbing those extra spots. That was awesome. All right, what do we got here? Box number 1. Got an on tour, the Washington Capitals. Oh, and we got the Young Guns teammates with Celebrini and Will Smith. We'll definitely take that. Some people are poo-pooing these. I actually really like them. I like these as an insert. I would rather have this than some no-name who's played one game in the NHL and is never going to play again, because this counts as a young gun. And like I said, I would rather have this. You know, 2 guys that are literally going to light up the NHL in years to come. It's a great idea, and they did it with 4. There's only 4 this year. There's Montreal, there's Philadelphia, there is San Jose, and I think the other one is Anaheim, if I'm not mistaken. So I like it. What do you guys think? I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. What do you guys like them, the Young Guns teammates? Do you have the Macklin hat trick? Very good. We got the outburst, silver outburst as well. It's not just a checklist; it's a silver outburst. We got the teammates and the OG. Canvas, a new hook, and I've seen this card before. We've had it in the breaks before. That is a really cool Canadians logo, and I can't say I've ever seen that. I got to Google this and find out what that is, because it's almost like it's a bit of native art, but I don't know that it is. I mean, there's O-Pee-Chee, you can see him in there, but what is that of? There's probably some hardcore Montreal fans here that could tell me. It's cool looking. Okay, we got a Quinn Hughes Young Guns renewed. That's a good one to hit for sure. And then we got a Chicago Blackhawks with Bedard and Taylor. There's our 3rd Bedard insert of the night. Yeah, I hope they keep it up with the teammate Young Guns for next year's, probably Series 2 they'll do it, because Series 1 they typically have, you know, some, I don't want to say decent quality, that's a bad thing to say about the ones that are in Series 2, but Series 1 typically has, you know, some of the really top people. Although not the case, I mean, last year Series 2 was Bedard, this year Series 2 we had Celebrini and Michkov. Demidov, though, where's he going to be? Will he be in Series 1? I'm hearing Montreal's trying to get him over here prior to the playoffs. I don't even know if they can. I don't know is that even in the rules? Can they do that? Probably. Cool fluorescence this year too. This is a really neat look to them. There's Zellweger. I really dig these. I like them a lot better than last year's fluorescence. On a heater for Panarin, and then we got Colorado there, Rantanen, not there anymore. So who's my Montreal hardcore fans? Does anyone know what that logo was? And can anyone confirm? I've heard rumors. Has anyone else heard those rumors of Demidov coming over prior to the playoffs this year? Possibly playing this season with the Montreal Canadiens? Tage Thompson here on Bang for Your Puck. Got Mysiel, probably pronouncing that terribly. Austin Matthews on the playlist. Peter would have known. Peter's a hardcore Montreal's fan, but he just left. I'm sure somebody at the show will know as well. What's going on there? Oh, something wrong with that, Steve. We got Grubauer. Hey, the other teammates. We got a Michkov and Fedotov. Sweet hit there for Philly. And we got the electricity there of Orensky. So we've officially got at least a card from the two big chases, Michkov and Celebrini. Look at how big Fedotov is compared to Michkov. Canvas there, Petrolangelo. Bang for your puck, Seth Jones. And an ooh la la, Tristan Jarry. Man, I'm almost glad we didn't do a randomized for Chicago tonight. There's a whole bunch of inserts. Would have taken a little while. On a heater, McDavid. Taking McDavid all day long. And behind that, Comesso for Chicago and a Malkin. Another Chicago card. Tom Wilson on our canvas. Heiskanen. Welcome aboard, Liam Ogren. Four packs left. I think we've had 4 Young Guns. Oh, we got a numbered card. UD exclusives of Dylan Strome. Sweet hit for Washington. 37 of 100. And behind that, Trevor Moore Dazzler, and then a Brock Besser Young Guns renewed. Get this sleeved up. We'll take a numbered card all day long, and then a Dylan Strome on top of that. All right, Rock filling us in on the ins and outs of the potential Demidov. So he could potentially play in the playoffs. Interesting. Would it have to be the Stanley Cup final? Interesting. An outburst Young Gun of McGroarty. He's in my top 10 list. And again, if you haven't seen that, I did put that up on our Facebook page. I've kind of ranked all of the Young Guns, and he's in my top 10. And in behind that, we got another Young Gun there of Mancini. So get an outburst of a top 10 Young Gun. What a couple of boxes we've had. And then in behind that, we get electricity of Chris Kreider. Definitely 2 really nice boxes for Series 2 tonight. So I'm running out of spots to display the good stuff. Oh, got an old school canvas of Rogie Vachon. The old school LA Kings. Those Young Guns coming to us. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. Maybe. Bang for your puck. We did get another Young Gun. Ivan. Man with 2 names. And there's Ovi on the playlist. I got to think all of his cards, not just his Young Guns, are probably going to shoot up in value once he hits that number. Seen lots of people speculating, picking up Ovi stuff left, right, and center. Rightfully so. I don't think anybody thought anyone would break that record. And if you look at the list, I mean, there's a few others that might do it, maybe. Of course, Matthews didn't have too great of a year this year, but he was one of the guys that people were saying, yeah, you know what, in a few years he might be breaking Ovi's record. All right, another solid box there. Got our Celebrini and Michkov there on our teammates. Then we got the Outburst there, McGroarty. That was good. Rogie Vachon also. That's kind of a cool card. Got our exclusives there, Dylan Strome. All good stuff. All right, let's take some of this away. And then we'll do artifacts. Not sure Montreal is going to make it to the Stanley Cup final this year. When they had Price, you know, that shocked the heck out of me how far they made it in Price's last good year. I don't think they've got it in current team makeup. Can they get passed around? Yeah, probably. All right, artifacts. Like I said, I really like artifacts. I mean, you got autograph stuff, you got jerseys, you got patches, you got different parallels, all at a pretty reasonable price point. If this isn't a product that you've opened on your own, you might want to consider a box. I mean, this is one of those ones where I think you get pretty good value out of it. And I really like the look of just the base cards. So there's our base. They're sharp looking. So we'll have typically a base card on the back, a decoy, or a hit card, and then we got a clear cut. So we're starting off with a clear cut of John Beecher. So we got a rookie clear cut. There's a Leo Car. Oh, we got a Leo Carlson numbered card. I almost put that in with the base. It's a silver numbered card, 546 of 699. So that's a base numbered card. But this one definitely goes out. It's numbered. It goes out. Regular base cards, don't send those, but that's going out. And then the Beecher. He's a promising rookie. He's had a pretty good run so far. Not numbered or anything, but we got a Beecher. Okay, so we'll take our base off the back here. Drew Doughty, Jake Neighbors, and we have another rookie here. This one is Zachary Bolduc, numbered 463 of 999. So again, just a silver, which is the base. Another silver there. Leo Carlson. Do like how Upper Deck started actually putting the names of parallels on the back. In fact, if you looked at Series 2, do I have an insert? I got inserts, but not necessarily the parallel. If you look at Series 2 and you look at the back, they've actually put the name of the parallels on the back of those too. It's about time. Base card there, Zach Hyman, Seth Jones, Gallagher, and Charlie McAvoy, short print there, 29 of 65. That's our orange parallel. Lots of numbered cards and artifacts. Oh, a nice thick clear card there. Let's just set that one down. And we'll continue on. That may be the hit for the box. Although, you're not always guaranteed an auto, and that might be it there. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let's set that one down right there. Oh, it's just a decoy in the back. So we got our base, decoy, and looks like a ruby parallel of Mitch Marner, numbered 438 of 499. Lots of talk still swirling around Mitch Marner. Did you know that Mitch Marner leads all active Toronto Maple Leafs with points per game in the playoffs? Let that sink in for a second. Mitch Marner leads all active Toronto Maple Leafs. And in fact, if you look at Toronto's top three, and you look at Florida's top three, Toronto's right there with them when it comes to points per game in the playoffs. Toronto's issues is depth and goaltending. think they've addressed their goaltending if they can stay healthy. Depth is still very questionable, and their D got bigger, but did they get skilled enough? I don't know. Your forwards can't do what they got to do if they're constantly worried about the back end. And that's been a huge issue for them in the past. All right, we got Fantilli on a base, and what do we have here? Antiquity. Oh, these are cool cards. These are the stained glass ones. Oh, it's a rookie too. Oh boy. Who do we have? Zachary Bolduc. There's a nice hit. That's a nice name to get on the rookies. If you haven't seen these, check this out. Look at those cards. Is that not gorgeous? It does no justice like that. You have to have a white background behind it. But man, these are some of my favorite inserts, I think, from the past several years. I know I say that I like the Young Guns Renewed, which I do, but these are just brilliant. Beautiful hit there for St. Louis. Congratulations on that one. All right, last pack, and then I got the two that I've set aside here. Does Marner re-sign with the Leafs? You know what? I don't know. I mean, at the beginning of the season, I would have said, yeah, absolutely. Like, Toronto's not going to let him walk. But the rumors were that they had him in the Rantanen trade, so obviously they're willing to trade him. At this point, though, they can't trade him. Another thick card. Wow. Okay, this is cool. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I have no idea. I hope they keep him. He's a top 10 talent in the NHL. He gets a lot of slack for I don't know why. He's a solid player. Look at in the Four Nations. I mean, you know, who stepped up in the big goal there? It wasn't Matthews. Matthews went to the corner and left his man wide open. And I like Matthews, don't get me wrong. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here. Let's get back to the cards. All right, in behind, Quentin Byfield, we've got, it's an Emerald. Oh, wow. Wow, so we've got this looks like that's a jersey, and that's a patch. So we have a patch jersey, Joshua Waugh, and that's going to be a short print as well, 19/45. Wow, that's a sweet looking card, and I think Peter got Montreal, didn't? Oh my God, he's going to be so excited. Hardcore Montreal fan. He doesn't typically get Montreal in the breaks, and here it is. Beauty card. A little tiny bit of damage on the top here, but that's a gorgeous card. Wish the windows were a little bigger. Last year the windows were much bigger, and I'm hoping we'll see those windows get bigger for next year. Beautiful card. Nice hit for Peter. Congratulations to Peter. He went to bed too, so he's not even going to see this until maybe tomorrow. He said he wanted to pick his cards up at the show, but he's gonna ask me, "Can I come get it? Can I come and get it?" Nice hit. Definitely better than Mitch Marner. Oops. Hit the camera there, sorry. All right, what else we got? We got the clear cut there. Let's see what this one is. There's our basin behind. And another base, Cam Fowler. Oh, it's an NHL Remnants. Nazem Kadri for the Calgary Flames. It's got a bunch of dimples in it, so is that a... Let's say on the back though, it'll just say it's certified to be used in a game. And small window, wish the window was just a little bit bigger. Gorgeous card though. Nice hit for Calgary. Who's got the Flames? It's like, is that Lawrence? I think that says Lawrence. It's very small on my screen, so I can't always read them. Yeah, maybe the shoulder, Casey. Casey, are you interested in that card? If you are, I can try to hook you up with Lawrence. I know you're a big Calgary fan. All right, last pack, and we know it's a clear cut. Heck of a box. Like, to get this many in a box, normally you get two. We got the Antiquities. Wow, this is a banger of a box for sure. All right, so we have our clear cut, and it is Askarov. What a way to finish the artifacts. And one of the top prospect goaltenders. I know he's He's not there yet, but goalies typically take a little bit of time to bloom. That's a really neat looking card too, and it's rounded, so it's shaped like an ice rink. Let's go one size up on that. What a box of artifacts, though. Like, I don't know how many boxes you guys have opened of artifacts, but we got some bangers in this one. And that antiquity card is awesome. The Joshua Waugh rookie. What else we got? We got the clear cut rookie of Beecher. These are kind of your normal inserts, right? You get, you know, some sort of numbered rookie, some parallels, and this one's pretty short print too at 65. So the orange is a pretty good rare one. Got a couple silvers, which are base parallels. But the Askarov clear cut NHL Remnants card, and like I said, the Antiquity. It's my favorite. It's probably not the most expensive of the cards that are here, but it's my favorite looking one. And then look at that. Jeez. Let's throw this up. Oh yeah, we got the Marner. I'm hoping we're going to need some space for a premiere. Before we do that, though, let's get into our last draw of the night. Again, Team Canada sticking with it. Got Stankoven, Zellweger, and Del Mastro. All in the NHL at the moment. Del Mastro, Zellweger, and Stankoven from Team Canada. Again, let me just reset this before you do anything. There we go. Exclamation point join. And no purchase necessary. Just go ahead and throw your exclamation point joins in there. If you're not in the break, you just got to be watching here live. And if you win, I'll get that sent off to you. Last box coming up. Premier 23-24 Premier. Huge banger bust product, huge risk product in terms of dollar value and what you might get. But the upside is huge. I mean, there could be a McDavid patch auto, or sorry, not McDavid. Well, McDavid would be good too. But there could be a Bedard patch auto in there. There could be McDavid stuff in there. Autoed patches. I mean, Mike, it's a great product. It's just whether or not you get the great players. I was pretty happy with my box I opened earlier. Did I get the full value of, they're running right now at roughly $400-ish plus tax, depending on where it is that you live, what your local hobby shop's doing. So for $400 plus tax with 6 cards, each of those cards is worth a pretty premium. So you hope to get something good. My big pull was that Devin Levi card, which is a nice looking card. And then I had a few other decent cards in the box as well. But it wasn't a banger of a box. It was I'd say an average box. Okay, we've got 16 entries. I'll give that another 30 seconds or so. All right, up to 17. Awesome. All right, no more entries. Our winner is Charlie. Congratulations, Charlie. Sneaking in. Last entry. I'll put those together for you, Charlie. All right, we have Premier. Like I said, big product. If you like the cup, and everybody, I think, and you won't get any arguments from me, the cup that's the top dog. That's the best product that Upper Deck makes. To me, this one's probably a very close second. And if you're looking at it, price per card, I would say that this one is right there with them. This year, a little bit crazy because there is a potential Bedard tax. This is a 23-24 product. And so Bedard is potentially in here. Well, he is in the product, potentially in our pack, I hope. So you're paying a little bit more for it. Like I said, about $400-ish right now at most local hobby shops for a pack of Premier. And so I don't damage corners or anything. I am going to open this very carefully. cut it open. I'll do my best to not give away all the hits here by holding it this way to the camera so you'll be able to see the cards, but not give away what's in it. I've seen some of the guys just reefing on the packs and I'm like, man, careful of those corners. Especially a product of this nature. All right. Good luck, everybody. Put a decoy here on the top. There we go. Casey says Ultimate. Yeah, Ultimate's a cool product too. I really like Ultimate. Stature's another one that I think is really good. But I think dollar-wise, this is probably one of my favorites. We'll start from the back here. First card is got a Miro Heiskanen jersey card. I said, look at those. They're nice and clean. Got a nice finish on the cards. They're just well done. And we're going to pull one from the top here. We have Brady Tkachuk, numbered 20 of 65, so short print there. And all of the Premier cards, by the way, I am sending out, so even the base cards, they're going out. This is a premium product, and with premium products that have a limited number of base cards, I do send those out. So who got Ottawa? That's a nice card. Oh, I'll put that back up in the upper right. Okay, we should have our auto next. One of our potential autos. It's goaltender, looks like Ottawa. It is. Maritime autoed, short print there, 2 of 99, and we got a quad jersey. Got a red, black, black, black. Would have been nice if we had a white one in there to get all the colors, and that would have been kind of cool, but we got a rookie auto, and they are on card. As you can see there. Nice hit for the Sens. Actually, there was a kid that comes by the show who's a big Ottawa fan, and he's always looking for Marilyn. I'm going to have to show him a picture of this one. All right, let's go. Go to the back. No, I don't want to go. I'll go just to the next card. All right, next card down we have, we got a Montreal at one back. Rookie Premier, numbered 192 of 199. Peter's going to be happy. You can still see those. Great. Okay. I'm going to go. Save that one. That's the thick card. We'll go to this one. Possibly our next auto, though. Yeah, nope. Laferriere. A rookie jersey from Laferriere. Going out to LA. I think we had a trade for LA, didn't we? We did. We had a Rangers LA trade earlier in the night. Hopefully that worked out for whoever is on the LA end of it. And then our last card of the night. We have a Star Auto patch. No. Huberdeau, look at that sweet looking patch. 3-color, 3-dimensional, beautiful auto, 08 of 35. Wow. Going out to the Calgary Flames. Oh, that's a stunning card. It's got an acetate finish as well. That's beautiful. Congratulations to whoever had Calgary. And Sorry, I usually pre-slit these. I just want to make sure. Oh, I did pre-slit it. Casey, if you want me to put you in touch. Or anyone else for that matter. I know Casey's a hardcore Calgary fan, but if there's other Calgary fans, I can possibly put you in touch with the person that had Calgary. Look at that hit. Wow. What a night. What a night for the break that almost wasn't. We got some real bangers. That was a really, really nice break. I'm super happy. Hopefully you are too. We got some nice bangers there. All right. We got some randomizations to do. We got the left-right that I got to do, and then there's the Sharks and Flyers randomization that I'll do. Just before we do that, let me tell you about next week's breaks. So next week, we're doing another 6-box break. This one's going to feature Premier again. So if you saw what you liked here in Premier tonight, you're hopefully going to like it again next week. We got 1 box of Premier, 2 boxes of Series 2. Then we're going to 23-24 Allure, arguably the product of the year last year. It was a huge success, awesome product. We've got 23-24 Ice, also a big hit last year, and 23-24 Extended, looking for that potential Bedard Canvas Young Gun. So if you are interested, do look on the website. I'll have that up in, 5 minutes or so after the break. I'll put it up on sale until Sunday at $45 a spot. Do buy in early if you don't mind. You give me a bit of a coronary, not knowing whether or not the break was going to happen tonight. I have full expectations with the products that are in here. We'll have no problem selling out for next week. So I'm hoping that we'll see you for that one. All right, let's jump over to our randomized screen here. And I'm going to pull up our left-right. So let me just do the left-right to get that out of the way. Randomize that once. So all the cards on the left-hand side, and then let's do another randomizer. So left will get the cards with both, and then we had the Sharks and Philly. I'll do this just once. I'm going to randomize it one time, and that'll be for whoever gets that Silver Outburst checklist that we had with Celebrini and Mitchkov. Good luck on that one. It is going to go out to the Sharks. Sharks cleaning it up tonight. Ended up with some really nice cards. Congratulations to whoever had the Sharks. Like I said, next week, please join us again for break number 154. We're going to have a box of Premier, 2 boxes of Series 2, 1 box of last year's Allure 23-24. We got 23-24 Ice 1 box and 23-24 Extended. Should be one heck of a break. Thank you all again very much. You guys are awesome. Looking forward to seeing you next week.
Welcome to the channel, we keep it insane. Hockey cards, packs, and the hits in the night. We breaking them open, see what's inside. Big money moves, let's take this ride. Big hits on the ice, big hits in the pack. Stacking up the cards, no looking back. Recollections, watch the value rise. Money in the game, see the future in our eyes. Hockey on the ice, cards in my hand. Breaks going down, yeah, that's the plan. Big hits, big stacks, we going all in. Hit that subscribe, let the journey begin. From the wake to the breaks, we bringing the heat. Packs full of fire, no way to defeat. Money in collection, we stack them up right. Welcome to the channel, let's make it ignite.